Do you have any questions for Mr. Salud?
Yes, I do.
Let's go.
Creativity, right, takes many forms, right?
Yes.
And we all feel that duty to express.
Yes.
Like you say, you bring it in your upbringing, your unique path that led you here. One part of that, from my point of view, obviously, is the video.
Yeah.
So two parts. Can you, one, dig into the video creatives you work with here in Hawaii and kind of your comment on the video scene here in Hawaii, who you work with, how it's like for youngins coming up with video, right? A lot of times musicians are actually more video focused into their music.
Especially nowadays.
So your take on that. And then the second part is your own view of how storytelling, where's the overlap with written, verbal, and visual?
Okay, so number one, I got to shout out to the video guys who I've worked with, Josh Mario, Kelly Grace, Osna, Blessed Child, Lucky Ito, Jake Akuna, Aaron Banks. Shucks, I've worked with a lot of video guys. And it's almost like working with a music producer. You work with
James Thorpe, or more stills.
James Thorpe, like Hillside Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Hillside. Oh yeah. That's more stills. And we just started working. We just started working.
Okay.
Just started working. Shout out to Hillside Jimbo.
We grew up with him. Yeah.
Shout out to Hillside Jimbo. But yeah, I think as far as like for those guys, like you work with particular. It's almost like working with a music producer. You work with a particular director to get a particular look, right? And then, sorry, what was the first part again?
So like the scene, Hawaii scene of video making.
Okay.
And from your point of view, like who you work with, what's the process like?
So everybody's got a different take on how they work. You know what I mean? You got guys like Josh Mario, Kelly Grace. They approach it like they're filming a movie. Rightfully so, because they've filmed TV shows and movies. You're gonna get the cinematic look. You're gonna get the whole set action, the lights, everything like that. And then you got the guerrilla style, like when I work with Osna, or back in the day, even like Lucky Ito, Blessed Child. We'll just pull up and open the camera and film, you know what I mean? Yeah. And shoot. So that's an interesting thing, like as far as like the film, because there's a lot of new guys that come up and still the same thing. Like you got some new guys that are more cinematic, and then some guys are just street. And then as far as the sorry, I'm trying to go back.
I know
that
was a loaded question. I should have broke it up. Well,
so back, because I know you asked about the film industry here. I think a lot of it has to do with also because we do actual like Hollywood filming here. So I do notice that guys are inspired by that. Up and comers who want to do stuff more cinematic, they try to, I guess, resemble that look as far as like a film setup. You know what I mean? But then you got guys who are also just starting, who just have a camera and they're just running around guerrilla style. And it's crazy because sometimes guerrilla style, some of my videos, those are the ones that pop. And like the cinematic ones take a second to engage, you know what I mean? And with the more cinematic ones, they do have more longevity and people watch for a longer period of time. But something about those guerrilla style videos, I mean, it's just like that raw energy.
Gritty, yeah.
And back to like, was a part of the question about like how I present music videos?
Your storytelling, the visual, the audio.
I like that one because I like to use this example. Like when you watch Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Nothing But a G Thing, you feel like you're in LA. You watch Mobb Deep's Shook Ones,
yeah.
And you see them going on the Queensbridge. You feel like you're in New York.
Yeah.
You watch Juvenile's Ha. You feel like you're in New Orleans. You know what I mean? Etc. Like you watch some of you watch even like the Bay Area videos, E40. Like Tell Me When to Go. Like they are doing a sideshow. Like you know you're in the Bay. So I wanted to create something that when you watch it, it's like a virtual vacation. Like you feel like you're in Hawaii. You know what I mean?
Chicken fighting, yeah,
everything. Like even like during the pandemic when shout out to Kelly Grace who really teamed up with me and Marcus, my bro Marcus, for
Marcus
really putting our toes in the sand and really, because it was during pandemic, so like there's a lot of restrictions. Right. So we got outside. Big shout out to Corey. Shucks, I forgot my uncle Waldo. They have the golf cart. The golf cart scene was big during the pandemic because you had to get outside, and we teamed up, and we had people from Evo Beach, Nanakuli, Waianae, and we had a convoy. Because that's what we were doing during the pandemic. We had to go outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody, we had like 50 golf carts. We were going through the hood, you know what I mean? And the great thing about it is there was a part in the video where we were at Miley Beach, and we had just all the kids and stuff together. And when you got close up, you saw the gold chains, you saw the Hawaiian bracelets, you saw the big shirts, the sublimation shirts, you see the Hawaiian flags. I'm getting chicken skin because that's how passionate I am about it. Like, you feel like you're on the west side, you're in Hawaii. You know, we're standing on top, the mountain, me and Marcus waving the high Hawaii. You know what I mean? You could feel our energy, you know what I mean? Cultural energy. You watch You. We're at in front of rainbows. You know what I mean? Iconic restaurant, at nighttime with their sign lit up. You know what I mean? We're at, just every video that I do, I want people to like feel, okay, that's the real Hawaii. You know what I mean? Because there was I had like this moment. It was maybe a little bit after the pandemic where I don't know what it was. I think it was just I saw a lot of creators come here to Hawaii and just use our setting and just using it. And my thing was like, okay, shout out to all the creators out there from Hawaii. We have to control the narrative here. We have to control that because we're from here. We're from the cut. You know what I mean? We got to present it and tell the story correctly. Yeah. So that's why when I make videos, I want people to know that it's being told accurate. You know what I mean? And like it's not like just Waikiki and all like the ornamental stuff.
Diamond Head.
Yeah,
one way I think of it to that point, because I saw the golf cart video too. I remember I was like, damn, we out here. Yeah. But also you can't get that kind of movement if you just come here, call up two friends type of thing. Like it's because of the people involved. And I think of like the most recent hip hop video, Not Like Us. What's the biggest part of that?
Community.
What's the involvement of everybody there, right?
Yep, community.
And that almost chorus, like everyone singing the hook.
Yeah.
That kind of, those kind of moments, you can't fabricate.
To me, that's hip hop. Like you go like to the biggest videos, you go like from any region. I mean, even like Nelly's Country Grammar. You see that part where he's on his street and everybody in the neighborhood is out?
Yeah.
Because that's where the voice of the community, voice of the hood, you know what I mean? That's why I even though I love like, manicured and produced sets and stuff like that, it's cool. But there's something about when you got the community involved and you got the kids coming out with the Nanakuli shirts and repping and like, throwing up the ends and and even like Waianae dubs up and wherever the case may be, because I've been blessed to wherever I've gone on the island and even outer island, I'm so thankful that the community shows up, you know what I mean? And they support. And like, I always want to emphasize that because like, to me, that's what hip hop is about. You represent the community. Like I said, you see Snoop Dogg's Nothing But a G thing, all these videos, and like when they bring the hood out, it's like a sense of like, pride. You know what I mean? Like even when we went to Kahuku when we shot with my boy Poetic and Jay Shu, we were out in Kahuku. Shout out to the IU family who allowed us to come out to the kids' rugby practice and football practice, and we brought all the kids to do the haka, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm not from Kahuku, but to get that kind of love and pull up to the hood like that, their hood, and bring the kids together and be excited about it. You know what I mean?
I think virtual vacation, bro. I love that phrase.
Yeah, virtual vacation.
And as the artist, you're the host or the tour guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, I guess we could also, because virtual vacation also sounds like, I guess a virtual glimpse or virtual tour. This is Hawaii.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, dude, I really think that you were able to show the people who IA is, who Jordan Salud is. And I really want to say that I think what really shines out to me is your character, your etiquette, your pride, and your identity.
Shout out to mom and dad. That's mom and dad. Shout out to mom and dad. Mom and dad, grandmas, grandpas, uncles, good friends, community, yeah.
Absolutely, and good friends as well. I do want to end on this note. You said that you don't do podcasts.
Yeah.
Why are you here today?
I mean, it's like you see our energy right now. It's just natural, I like the genuine setting. You know what I mean? And I don't want. It's not a blast at anybody else, but I think in this kind of space, the genuine energy and just natural energy. Like this is a personal space, and to talk about great things and discuss great things. I don't think you need to overdo anything and just, have a natural conversation. So if you have a podcast, just be natural,
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's exactly what Kenji and I are doing, and we're just being ourselves, and we're loving on people that we know, and trying to inspire the world to find their purpose through stories like the one you shared today.
Yeah.